Well, it's not much, but I like them, and they're easy, and we're recuperating. So, let's make them. Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. So good to see you again. And I guess you caught me making lunch, sorta, kinda. It ain't much. We're gonna be making one of them there lunches that come out of the freezer. Maybe you had one too. Before we talk about that, let me say a few things about how we're doing as we're recuperating from the accident we had that caused some, considerable damage to old Mr. Tom. So y'all, as you can see, we're still recuperating. We're on our oxygen that we try to stay on most of the time, and we're doing really good. We have an oxygen concentration level at 3 milliliters of a supply in between 98 and 99. And that oxygen, supplemental oxygen, actually helps speed healing. Yeah. They have oxygen bars in Japan now. In other countries, maybe right here in the US, I don't know. But, it's doing us good. But we're still trying to take it slow and easy. And my daughter, when she picked me up from the hospital and brought me home, a week ago, just this past Tuesday, she got me all settled in, made me some quick supper and everything, and then I basically went to sleep and rested. But when I got up the next day, she had breakfast ready for me and Davy, and she had me make up a list so she could go shopping and sort of restock the house a little bit differently. Not that I didn't have food here, but after being gone 8 days, some of my fresh food in the refrigerator went way north. Most people call it way south. When food goes bad, it goes south. But when you're in the south, it goes north. Trust me. Anyway, cleaned out the fridge, got everything straight. She got my list of things I thought I needed, plus she added to it to make sure, Papa would have everything he needed till she returned. She's got a life up in North Alabama. And of course, if it was necessary, she would have stayed every minute of every hour of every day. But I'm a big boy. I got to start back taking care of myself. Yeah, and it might be a little painful. I might be a little slow. Hence why today, as you come wandering in, instead of us doing a all scratch lunch, we're having a freezer treat, as I used to call it. Because my daughter did pick me up what I asked for, even though she wanted to go a little bit better than what I asked for, but I told her it'd be fine. And I had her pick me up some of the nice cheap freezer meals from the Fine Family Banquet. Yeah, they're $1.67. And like this one, it's meatloaf. You get some nice meatloaf, brown gravy. You get some sweet kernel corn, some mashed potatoes. Look at there, it says they're made with real cream. Yeah, not none of that imitation. And some baked apple bits. What more could you ask for a nice, quick, cheap lunch? And we seniors, we're guilty of eating these. I mean, I picked them up all my life. For when I was working the insane hours, didn't feel like cooking at times, or I was sick, or what have you, just to keep on hand. When life is too hard, make it easy. And that's what my thinking was in my recuperation, as well as my daughter's. Of course, she picked me up way a lot more than just these. But I got the meatloaf version, I got the Salisbury steak, one of my favorites, and I got the chicken patty. Those are 3 of my favorites. Of course, the spaghetti and meat sauce and meatballs ain't bad either. If you don't like them, don't eat them. It's not something I eat every day because, y'all been over for lunch, brunch, breakfast, and even supper. So you know how we roll here, normally. But this isn't normal. And these are so easy. You just heat up the oven to 350. They're going to take about 36 minutes. I cook them in the toaster oven, even though they say don't do it. I've never had a problem. And you just take them out of the container. They don't look terrible. They're not gourmet. They're just plain old regular pork poke food. We're going to put them on the tray, and we're going to get them in the toaster oven. Hey, no sweat, no pain, nothing. And, you know, as I move around more, you know, I'm feeding the kitties outdoors again. I'm checking my plants, watering them, trying to keep them alive to where when I'm a little bit better, we'll get them in the ground and we'll get that garden going. So, hey, let's get this in the toaster oven and get her cooking. And once we got her all cooked up, we'll come back and chat some more and see how all of you are doing. I know from the comments, and I might want to say here too, thank you for all your kind comments, thoughts, and prayers. It means a lot to the old man. Yep, it surely does. Just to know so many of you care and are keeping track of how I'm doing through this. It's a struggle. But through the struggle and through the pain, there will be gain. I'm relearning so much. And I'll probably be incorporating that and talking about that along in future videos. Because many times we forget the simplest and the best of things in life are some of the smallest things. So, hey, let's get to baking. Okay? So here we are again at my rather large toaster oven, which is also, you know, it bakes, it toasts, it broils. It's got convection. It's an air fryer. It'll defrost. And it is rather large. I wish they still made this particular type by fine people at GE, but they don't. GE Appliances is now owned by the Chinese. Of course, which one isn't? Maytag, whatever, Whirlpool. It seems the Chinese bought them all up. And a lot of the products that we used to have, like this fine toaster oven, are no longer available. Just like my fine Hamilton Beach microwave that does all kinds of things. Yeah, but let's get this opened up. Let's put in our little freezer treat meal for lunch. And then you and I can all go on in the living room, which thankfully my daughter and grandson got all straightened up some. Yeah, still a little ragged. But that was one thing she did. She went through the house, which was cluttered, and really wasn't up to, you know, a man wandering around with an oxygen machine, tank, and all that. That has to be careful now because he might trip, fall, and hurt himself again. So she got that all straight too. And she's coming back to help me straighten up some more, which was something that was on the agenda for this year. Declutter the house. And we're going to do that. But hey, we got to set a timer. We'll all sit down, chat a while. We'll set this for 36 lovely minutes. And I think, you know, maybe just some fruit. I got some bananas and apples left from my wonderful fruit basket a very close personal friend of mine sent me. She knows who she is, and she takes real good care of me, and I surely do appreciate it. I really do. In fact, overall, between my children, my close friends and family, I couldn't be taken any better care of, just like I was in the hospital. But that's enough jabberjawing. We'll be back. I think I've said that 3 times now. Yeah. Did I just hear that alarm, that timer go off? Let's take a look at that. Yep. The annoying timer went off. So it's time to go grab our freezer treat from the fine folks at Banquet and see what we got. Oh, I can't wait. How about y'all? Have y'all picked out your favorite? Have you looked them over at Walmart.com or Amazon? Yeah. Maybe you'll try them too. Hey, let's go grab one, okay? Ooh, yeah. It was just so quick. Now you could, you know, if you're a youngin' or one of them there speedster seniors, you could have thrown it in the microwave. But I'm old school. I like toaster oven. I don't know, to me there's just something about it. It tastes different. Maybe it's that psychoschematic thing, I don't know. Look at that. It's all bubbly hot. It's got that there brown gravy around that nice slice of meatloaf bubbling. Those little baked apple bits bubbling, and they're, you know, brown sugary, some kind of sauce. And then we got that sweet kernel corn. I mean, come on. If that ain't good, I'm telling you. Of course, could I wait? Do I make a killer meatloaf? Well, you know I do. I got a video about it. I think it's called the Magically Moist Meatloaf. And I'm going to tell you what. Hey, it ain't no dry meatloaf. And I've been working on that meatloaf recipe for like 40 years until I finally nailed it. And I ain't ever had nobody tell me that wasn't the best meatloaf they ever tasted in their life. Even over there on, well, I did have one person tell me that they liked theirs better. Yeah, you know how some people. Yeah, I can't say as I blame them though. We all like what we make better than what others make at times anyway. But this is what we got. Yeah. Now we just got to pull off the plastic top and let her cool. And there's no dishes. There's nothing to do but enjoy. Maybe with a little buttered bread. Or hey, sliced cornbread. Or a fresh baked biscuit. Could really top it off. Sop up those gravy and cream mashed taters. But let's rip off the top and see what we got. Ooh, and it's hot too now, kids. Whether you're doing it in the toaster oven or you're doing it in the microwave, watch out, because it's toasty. And I gotta watch out for this hose. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of ironic. You go down and have a major injury from tripping. And then part of your recovery is another great trip hazard, a hose. You know, it's amazing we can't do oxygen by Wi-Fi, huh? But that must tell us we're really not living in the Matrix. Be right back. So look at all that goodness. Yeah, I know. It's high in sodium, 58% of my daily requirement. But later on this evening, I'm going to be putting together a dinner salad in case all of y'all want to come by. With some fresh, crisp iceberg lettuce from the fine folks at Superfoods. And I'll probably throw in some kale from my own little tire garden, you know, for that extra freshness and crispness and all the goodness. Now, I've told you the benefits of kale. And if you still haven't looked them up, maybe you should. We're going to give this a little bit of pure ground black pepper on our corn and our meatloaf and taters. No more salt added. There it is. And like I say, I didn't bake no biscuits and I didn't bake no cornbread, so I'm probably just going to butter me up a couple slices of good old white bread and I'm going to call it done. It was simple, easy. Yeah, I know. Not the most nutritious, but I'm going to make up for it for supper. Because my dinner salad, ooh, I'm going to have up some stripped turkey breast from the fine folks at Kentucky Legend. Yep. Iceberg, kale, some cheese, probably mozzarella and cheddar, some black olives, sliced onion. Yeah, and I'm not even, I even think I'll steam a couple of eggs. How about that? So we'll get the extra protein in there. And all that put together with whatever else we want, you know, it'll be a chef salad. Because you know, a chef salad, and whether it's at home or at a restaurant, is really any salad the chef wants to call his own. Yeah, I've learned that over the years, working in several different restaurants. That a chef salad really isn't a specific salad. It's whatever the chef wants to call his own. Or her. Yeah. So that's all we got going on, folks. A simple lunch. And just a little video to let you know we're still hanging in there. We're taking it low and slow. Till we get back to where we started. Or as close as we can be. So everyone, I do hope this all finds you safe, well, and happy. in your homes and places of residence, with your family, friends, loved ones, and such have you. As always, I wish you health and happiness, and may God bless you as you bless those in your lives. And I've been blessed so much these past 2 weeks. Not that I always haven't been blessed somewhat, more at times than others, and that all gets back to the blessings that I too send out to those I love, those I meet, and those I come across during my daily life. And I hope you'll do the same. When the feeling touches you, you'll know. And you'll know it's the right thing to do. At least I always have. And even though I'm a little bit slower, I hope to be a little bit smarter. You know, I'll get through this. I'll recover. I'm really going to relearn a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things about diet again by eating at the hospital. I learned that sometimes simpler food with less seasoning is even better. I mean, it's been a long time since most of us actually have tasted the meat we're cooking. We tend to put so much seasoning on it nowadays. We really don't taste the chicken, the steak, or that burger patty anymore. We just taste all the stuff. We marinate it in, we dump on it, and what have you. But eating in that hospital, eating sparsely seasoned food, albeit most of it was quite tasty, I'll say, I learned, or relearned, how wonderful some things taste without being coated in seasoning. And I'm going to be doing some of that cooking. Though my cooking is never anything more than just down home goodness from back in the day. Simple foods, po-po food. Every once in a while we go off the limb, as you know. But hey, I do hope you've enjoyed the simple lunch with us today, provided to us by the fine people at Banquet. Yeah, it wasn't sponsored. We can only wish. But we are going to enjoy it. And maybe you'll enjoy one too from time to time when you just really don't feel like making it happen in your kitchen either. We all have those times. And that's, you know, just like those salads my daughter bought for me at Walmart from market side. They were all put together. She got me 6 of them to get me through the first few days. That made it so much easier. They came with everything. Ham, the chicken, the eggs, the bacon, the dressing, the green salad mix. You just mixed it all up. And there you had a nice fine salad too. So y'all, until I see you on the next video, y'all take care. Stay safe. And may God bless you as you bless those in your lives. Until Spooky, Speedy, you know Cleo, they were all outside enjoying some treats while we were cooking the little meal. And my little baby Gracie, which is taking her afternoon nap after her little lunch. See you again. We'll say for now, goodbye. Till next we meet on the next video. I'm trying to get back in the swing of videos. And as you can tell, I'm a little rusty. Later all. Yeah, and I'm hungry. Gotta get me some of that fine sunbeam bread. Yeah, I know, store-bought, but it's okay. Yep, get me some store-bought bread. Yeah, we'll use a paper plate because I'm really lazy. And since all my friends and family done left, they won't see me using this either. Oh yeah. Oh. That hose gets everywhere. I wouldn't want them seeing me use margarine. You know, they get all on me for that. Mr. Tom, butter. Oh, are y'all still there? I guess you caught me. But you know what? If it ain't got blue bonnet on it, it ain't God. In my opinion. It'll be okay. I don't think we'll die from a little bit of store-bought white bread and margarine. Hey, they took all the trans fat out. How bad could it be? Plus it says got calcium and vitamin D put back in. That's a good thing.